Good morning, dear hearts. Lesson 35. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. Now, you might remember that not too long ago, 5 days to be exact, we had lesson 30 that God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. Okay, so God is in my mind, we learned, and now my mind is part of God's. Obviously, we are connected. Okay, there is no separation in truth between my mind and God's mind. But just because that might be true or that it is true, that does not mean that that's what I'm believing. This lesson is all about the practicing, okay? We are practicing because we do not have this belief that my mind is part of God's and I am very holy. I have been the I have been the subject, okay, or the recipient, that's a better word. I have been the recipient of the power of suggestion of the thoughts that are in my mind. And what happens with any amount of thinking that I do is I try to make it real. This lesson has a line in the second paragraph. You will believe that you are part of where you think you are. So if I think that I'm not good, that that's what's real about me, then that will be what's real for me. If I think that I am really a good person, that it says I'm generous or I'm kind, I will believe that as well. The problem with this is these are only my part-time thoughts. And that is why they are not real for me, okay, which is what this lesson is teaching us, because I do not think them on a consistent basis. Part of the time I'm thinking that I'm a good person, and part of the time I'm thinking that I am not very nice. So remember that with the power of suggestion, we're and however my thoughts are going, I will defend those because that's my thought system. And what the Course teaches us is no matter what my thought system is, I will defend it. We can go back to that very famous, wonderful line, would you prefer to be right or happy? So I will defend because in truth, mostly I want to be right. And I don't realize that my desire for rightness is blocking my real desire for happiness. So this lesson is about, there's 3 5-minute practice periods. And we go within and we see what thoughts come. And it says that, it doesn't matter if they're positive or negative, desirable, undesirable, grandiose or debased. Just allow these thoughts to travel through our mind. Anything that might occur to us. And then at the end to say, but my mind is part of God's and I am very holy. We are working towards the elimination of the small thoughts, the part-time thoughts, okay? And going into the idea that we do think along with God. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. But that is when my mind stays a part of God's. Okay? As long as I'm shifting back and forth between debased and grandiose, I have part-time thoughts, but they're not my real thoughts, because my real thoughts are going to be thoughts that are certain, and they have no room for error in them or for questioning. They are real. So, but my mind is part of God's. I am very holy, as are you. So, I hope this helped. I hope these are making things clear. That's my great desire. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, and please be here tomorrow. Namaste.